Hey, what's up? My name is Tyson Brown and I want to welcome you to Tyson's Fitness Tips podcast. This is Australia's top health and fitness podcast to help you lose weight, look good with your shirt off, feel confident in your body, and finally achieve the goals you want with your health and fitness. So 5 days a week, I'm going to be giving you top information from myself and also from leading experts in the field so you know everything you need to do to get in the best shape of your life. From nutrition to mindset to workout, everything is covered in this podcast and you need to go nowhere else. So like I said, it's going to be 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, in your ears with quick actionable segments that you can implement straight away, because the most important thing is that you can put these things into play. Also, if you listen all the way to the end of the episode, you're going to get 2 special gifts that you can download upon listening to it. So make sure you listen all the way to the end to get those free gifts, okay? So let's get into the episode.
Good morning. It is Easter Monday. You're probably going to get this about May, but I'm recording it early because I'm doing my morning walk. It is 4:47 in the morning, and I'm actually going to run off a new structure today. So I have been doing these podcasts while doing my morning walks, training for Kokoda. I mean, they're nothing big. It's usually like an hour and a half. I've got my pack on. I'll usually wear my boots. Today I left my boots at the gym, which is a shame, but doesn't mean I can't walk around, and I'll probably walk to the gym soon, get my boots, and then keep it going. So in the meantime, I've been doing these talks to you nice and early, getting it done while my mind is fresh, while I've actually got time to do it, because honestly there's not much else to do at 4:30 in the morning. Everyone else is asleep. I listen to my audiobooks, and this is like my own little personal time to do it. And I thought, you know what? Usually I'll just think of a topic and I'll roll off the cuff, like no preparation, no nothing. And that's really good, but I want to try and be a little bit more structured for you so I can talk to you about it, and you can, so I can go through in a bit of a methodical way, and so I'm kind of not jumping around from one thing to another. I was like, so basically I've decided to set out a whole bunch of notes and write down one topic and about 3 things on each topic. So when I talk to you, I know what I'm going to be covering. And it's kind of weird because I can just I guess because I always look at fitness and study it, a lot of it's just sitting around in my head, and once I start talking about it, it comes out. But I'm like, maybe I could be a little bit more structured for you. So I know that's a little bit of a long-winded thing, but I just thought I'd let you know. And hopefully that train's not too loud, but it's going to be gone in a second. So, also, pardon me, I've got some notes here. I want to let you know that I am going to be covering fat loss. That's all I'm going to be covering in this podcast from now on. I don't know if I've talked about muscle building in the past, surely I've touched on it, but for me, I'm not genetically gifted in muscle building. I don't look like I have a lot of muscle. I mean, I'm lean. I don't have a lot of muscle, but for me, going through my fat loss phase, teaching people how to lose fat, trying to keep it off with exercise and nutrition, that's my expertise, and that's what I want to stay in. It's called staying in your lane for a reason, and so I'm not going to be sharing with you any muscle building tips. I'm not going to be sharing with you muscle building workouts. Do I know how to do them? Yes. Could I share with you stuff? Yes. But there are people who are much more educated than me on the topic, people who actually look like they have a lot of muscle, because it's the biggest thing, right? Like, just because you have a lot of knowledge, it's great. Like, I have a lot of knowledge, more knowledge than a lot of the PTs out there, but the thing is, I don't look like I build a lot of muscle. So it's like, sure, I have the knowledge there, but there's still that look of credibility when you look at someone. So I thought, you know what, I've looked like I've lost weight. I've got proof that I've lost a lot of weight. I know how to do it. I've had clients that have lost a lot of weight, and that's going to be my area of expertise. So from now on in the podcast, a lot of it's all going to be somehow based around fat loss. You know, nutrition tips for fat loss, workouts for fat loss, whatever it's going to be, mindset advice for fat loss, all those type of things. That's what's going to be covered in the podcast coming forwards, and that's why I just thought I'd let you know now, because if you are looking for muscle building things or you are looking for other stuff, there's plenty of other podcasts out there that are a lot more switched on than I am that are going to be able to help you do that. So for me, staying in my lane, teaching you what I know, how to do it, how to work into your life, how to lose fat and keep it off, that's where I'm going to stay. So just thought I'd let you know with that one. Now, let's start very, very basically when it comes to fat loss. It's like, how do you lose fat? What's the easiest way to figure out how much fat you need to lose? It's going to be all coming down to the calories, right? I've talked about being in a calorie deficit, and that is what you need. You need to be eating less calories than you've burned. And I know I've probably shared this in another podcast before, but I'm like, you know what? Let's really step it back. Let's cover it from the basics first, and let's get you on the bare basics to get you moving forwards. Because you may remember it, you may not remember it, but it's a good refresher. So I guess this is kind of like a refresher course. It's like Fat Loss 101, being in a calorie deficit, okay? So how do we figure out how to be in a calorie deficit? Well, here's the easiest way. For men, you're going to get your body weight and multiply it by 24. For women, you're going to get your body weight and multiply it by 22. And this is in kilograms, by the way. So I'm going to pull out my calculator. I'm going to put 83 times 24. And roughly for me, that's me burning 1992 calories. That is your BMR, right? That is how many calories you burn at rest daily. So that's you just alive. Just that's all it is, right? And people are going to look at that number and be like, wow, 24 times my body weight? That's really high. Yes, you burn calories just living. And you need to be aware of that, because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to go on 1,200 calories. It's like, that's funny. Your body burns 1,500 calories just to rest. So that's the first thing you do. Men multiply by 24, women multiply by 22, and that's in kilograms, remember? To get kilograms, you divide your body weight in pounds by 2.2. So now that you know that, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to multiply that number by between 1.1 and 1.6. 1.1 is sedentary. 1.1 is you hardly exercise, you get up, you go to work, you may walk around here and there, nothing really. 1.6 to 1.7 is about athlete level. You know, you're moving around all the time, you're training 7 days a week, you're on your feet constantly, you're a construction worker or an athlete, you are just like, you're the pinnacle of movement. Okay, and so it's a bit of a range, but you've got to think about, okay, so like for me, I'm a PT, I'm on my feet most of the time, I train 5 days a week, I move a fair bit, and I multiply mine by 1.4. If you're sedentary and you train, let's say 3 days a week, and you try and get 5,000, 6,000 steps, you can multiply it by 1.2 or 1.3. And so you've got to think about your activity level and whereabouts you sit and how that's going to like affect it. So just have a quick think, and you can do a quick calculation and look up how active you are. But for me, I'm going to pull this up here and I'm going to multiply mine by 1.4. So mine comes up to 2,788 calories. So basically, I am burning 2,800 calories a day. Right? So now I know to maintain my weight, if I'm burning 2,800 calories, I need to eat 2,800 calories a day. If I eat more than 2,800 calories, I'm going to gain weight. If I eat less than 2,800 calories, I'm going to lose weight. And I want to lose weight, so I want to be in a calorie deficit. So there are 3,500 calories in a pound of fat, which is 450 grams. And that just simply means that you're going to eat stuff like, we know that. So if a pound of fat is 3,500 calories and you want to lose 1 pound a week, 3,500 divided by 7 is 500 calories a day. So you take away 500 calories from your answer. So if I wanted to lose 450 grams a week, I could go 2,800, take away 500, 2,300 calories a week. Okay? And that's how many calories I need to eat to be in a deficit and to lose 450 grams or 1 pound of body fat a week. And so you need to do the same thing. You get your body weight. If you're a male, you multiply by 24. If you're a female, you multiply by 22. Then you times it by your activity level between 1.1 and 1.6. I would say most of you who are sedentary and you train a couple of times a week, 1.2 or 1.3. If you underestimate, you eat less, you're still going to lose weight, so it's fine. So let's say you multiply it by your activity level, then you take away 500 calories every single day to be in a deficit of 500 calories to equal 3,500 calories for the week. And that is Fat Loss 101. Now we've covered another one, how you can actually go about your deficit. If you want to go on a bigger deficit during the start of the week, less of a deficit at the end of the week. But as long as you're in that 3,500 calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. So from here, what you need to do is you will figure that out for yourself. If you need help, send me a DM on Instagram at Tyson the Trainer with 2 R's. Or once you figure it out, send me your answer. Tell me how many calories you're eating a day to lose fat. So I hope that was helpful. I hope Fat Loss 101 class is simple and easy, because my goal is to make it as simple as possible and not simpler, like Einstein said. If I can make it super simple, it's going to be easy for you to follow, easy for you to adhere to, easy for you to achieve. So that is the end of the podcast. I appreciate you listening, and I'll speak to you next time.
Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. So now you've listened all the way to the end. That means you get some free goodies. So what you can do is you've got 2 different options, or you can take them both. I've got an intermittent fasting cheat sheet and a high protein 20 recipe meal guide designed specifically for you in your situation. These meal plans and this intermittent fasting guide is designed to help you burn stubborn belly fat and get in the best shape of your life. So all you have to do is go to the show notes, click on the download link, and they'll get sent straight to your email address. It's as simple as that. They're completely free. They're going to help you transform your body. So go to the show notes now and download your free guides, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.